Hi, we're gonna make some fried potatoes today. We're gonna use these little yellow skin baby chef's potatoes. We're gonna get them really good crisped up and fried. Ingredients to this recipe today, we're gonna need some shallots, about 1 shallot, 5 cloves of garlic, and probably about 2 or 3 tablespoons of fresh chopped parsley. And then Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, grated. Parmigiano, don't get the cheap Parmesan, get the good Parmesan for this recipe. Parmigiano Reggiano, aged 10 years, protected cheese, an Italian cheese, but very, very, very tasty. And it'll give a really kind of nice nutty flavor to the potatoes when we're done here. So you see here we've got a pot of water boiling. We should add about 2 tablespoons of salt to the water. Always boil in salted water. It will help flavor the food. We're gonna add our potatoes. Just gonna cut them open here. And pour them right in here. Be careful not to get splattered by hot water. And we're gonna boil these guys roughly 8 to 10 minutes-ish until they're tender with a fork, and we'll pull them out. There they go, in for their bath. See you in 8 minutes. All right, our potatoes have been in here probably about 10 minutes now. I just checked them about 8 minutes and they weren't done. You want to be able to put a knife in it like that, and it should slide right out, which it's doing. That's telling us our potatoes are ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and strain these and get them on a sheet tray and get them chilled down. All right, so now we're getting ready to fry our potatoes. We let those cool down again. I showed you, we had them on a sheet tray, put them in the refrigerator for a bit, got them refrigerator temp. You can do this a day ahead, which is nice too. But then we just took them and kind of smashed them down like that with our hands. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna let us get really crispy on the skin and everything as we fry these guys. Our oil is here, it's ready to go. You can see it's getting the pan's pretty hot, so we're going to start putting these right away. So we're going to put them all in here. And we're gonna cook them crispy on both sides is basically the idea. We're gonna fill this whole pan with potatoes. Got a good amount of oil in there. We're gonna turn our heat down just a little bit too. That pan's pretty hot. It was on high, now it's on about medium high right now. You can see they're crisping up pretty quick in here. Get all these guys in here. Potatoes will soak up a bunch of that oil too as we're going, so don't worry. I know it looks like there's a lot of oil in there right now, but it'll go into those potatoes and get them nice and crispy is the idea. Now we got all of our potatoes in the pan. They're frying away. I'm going to turn the heat back up just a tad. Alright, well, let's sit down there for just a couple minutes here, about a minute. Let the first side crisp up, then we'll toss them over and start crisping up the other side. Okay, this is about 1.5 pounds of these baby potatoes here. Flip them over. See it's starting to get nice and crispy on that other side. They're already all fully cooked because again we cooked them before. Now we're just getting them crispy on the other side. If we were to do this the other way, they wouldn't crisp up. We would just try to do some of them raw steak. It's that double cooking on the potatoes that's really letting them get nice and crispy here in our pan. Around a little bit. Turn the heat down just a little bit. Alright, so we fried our potatoes now for probably about 5 minutes. We went off camera just a little bit as we did that. So they've probably been frying, my guess is about 8 to 10 minutes right now. Nice and crispy as you can see on the outside. So we're going to go ahead and add some aromatics to this now. We got that garlic, shallot, and parsley we chopped earlier. We're just going to stir that right in there. Mix it around a bit. Smells really good now that that's in there. Stir that around. Let that continue to cook a little bit. While that's doing that, we're going to add a little bit of salt. That's probably about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then some fresh black pepper across the whole thing. This little pepper grinder here. Kind of fun electric pepper grinder. And then we're going to give it just one more mix to incorporate all of that into there. The garlic, you can smell the garlic. It smells really good. The shallot, all that in there. I'm gonna stir this around. Let it cook for about a minute. We're almost there again. And then finally, the last ingredient. We're gonna top this whole guy. Turn the heat off on it. We'll build that Parmigiana Reggiano cheese. Again, use the good Parmesan if you're gonna do this. And it's pretty much ready to serve. I'm just gonna put it in the oven for a little bit on low until we're ready to serve. That's it, fried potatoes.